Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. For today's video, as you saw from the title, I'm going to be following my sister's makeup routine, and I'm really excited to do this because I feel like we have not like opposite makeup routines, but hers is a lot different than mine, and I'm really excited to try hers out. Just basically like the Selena Gomez one, I'm gonna put her video up here and just follow along to it. I actually really love doing these videos because I love to try out other people's makeup routine. It's just really fun for me. I don't know why. I'm really excited for this video. But thank you guys so much for watching and clicking on this video. I hope you guys really enjoy me recreating my sister's makeup routine, and I hope you guys love this video. And without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so first off, I'm going to clip my hair back. I straightened my hair because she has hers straight in the video, and I kind of want it to be like matching. I'm gonna pin my hair back. I'm gonna get the video going, and then we'll just go right into this.
Something that I do in my makeup is I use mist to kind of just like moisturize my face. The next thing that I do is...
Okay, so she says the first thing she does is she uses mist to like moisturize her face first. So I'm gonna use the Milani Make It Last one because this one's like prime, correct, and set the face. So it's kind of all a 3-in-1, and I love this one. This really good. This is just the regular one. I know they have like a dewy and matte if you want a little bit more hydrating or a little bit more matte. This is the original, but I love this one so much. So I'm just gonna set my face with this, or prime. I think that's basically what she's doing, is priming. So alright, so let's see what she does next.
My eyebrows, I start with my eyebrows because I like them to look the cleanest.
Alright.
Because that's a big part of like my makeup. After my eyebrows, which they don't have to be perfect because I use the...
Alright, so I'm going to start this part of the eyebrow. She does her eyebrows. I'm pretty sure she's using a pomade. She's using her brush, and I just remember she's always used a pomade. So I'm going to go into my Beach Cosmetics one. You guys know this one. I'm going to dip into these two colors right here. I was doing my eyebrows with pomades. I do this one. So I'm going to do what she does. And she does hers like pretty precise. They look really good. So I'm going to do that too. And her brows look like really filled in. So I'm going to try to do that with mine. And she doesn't have like a lot faded right here. So I'm going to go like... So, like, that's pretty much my brow. Like, I feel that looks pretty close. I think mine's a little bit more pointy, so... And that's pretty much like hers, so... I'm just gonna do the other brow real quick. Why is it one brow always looks so much better? Hopefully she's cleaning hers up, because, like, I really did mess mine up. Look how terrible that brow is. That is, like, so bad. Let's hope she cleans them up.
Pomade.
Okay, we did use a pomade.
I just kind of fill them in, and then after I fill them in, I take my concealer and I basically clean my brows.
Awesome.
Like this. I usually use more of a precise brush like this one, but I actually am not going to use that one because it's really... So I'm just going to take this little sponge, and I always do like spray it with my misting spray before I tap it on because it, you know, dries out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. After I do that,
okay.
I actually...
Okay, so she does go on concealer. I'm so glad, because this brow is just terrible, and I need it to be cleaned up. Sorry, the only way sometimes it focuses if I put my hand back there. I know it looks weird, but it's fine. And I'm just going to take my precise brush and clean them up, because I need to be cleaned. And I saw that she only did the top and bottom, and that's it. So that's what I'm going to do. Looks good. That one looks good. This one's like gross. Alright, they look so much better. I'm so glad that she cleaned them up because they were terrible. And I did see that she went in with her beauty sponge and blended it out. Alright, so we're done with the brows. Well, I don't know if we're done. Now we're going to move on to the next thing.
go in with my cheap little eyebrow filler feather thing, and I go ahead and just sharpen up all the edges a little bit. Did that.
Oh, okay.
I go in.
Okay, so she does take like a brow pen. I don't have a brow pen. I mean, this is kind of like a pen, but it's not like her pen. But this is the L'Oreal Micro ink pen. I didn't really like this one, but I am gonna use it just because, you know, for the video. Okay, that brow does look a little bit better. So let's do it to this one. All right, so I actually love my brows. Like, I actually really like them. Yeah, I really love them. I'm excited, so let's move on to the next thing.
But like, I usually use concealer because it's all I own. I don't own primer or anything like that. So I just go with the concealer and, oops, I dropped my mirror.
Sounds like me.
And I just do my eyes because once again, I'm cheap and I don't really do makeup. And I'm not really big on doing...
Okay, so basically she's priming her eyelids, and girl...
I be buying cheap makeup too, don't even worry about it.
But she primes them and then she blends them out. Alright, let's see what she does.
Makeup, so what I usually do is I take my little bitty palette my sister gave me. It was not
my other sister.
But I take that. Well, I just take a really peachy cute color and I just throw it on my eyelashes, my eyelids. Usually I don't wear it, but for the sake of the video I'm gonna do it just to show you. So you have a little bit more to do, Sarah. Okay,
she knows I love what
I'm actually gonna go in with like
if I could talk. She knows I wear a lot of eyeshadow.
And I just literally pat that in, rub it in, do whatever technique you want.
Okay. Oh, she's just patting all over her lid to give us some color.
Usually that's all I do. I'm really not that big on.
So she takes like a peachy shade. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my Carly Bible palette because it has like this perfect peach shade right here. This is like the perfect peach shade that I'm thinking of. And I'm gonna take, she said use whatever technique I want, but I'm gonna do what she did. And I'm just gonna take this packing brush, it's pretty fluffy, and just pack on some color and just pat it on. I think so far, like, I love the way it's going. The only thing I would change about the eyes is just like putting a neutral shade on first, just so it's a little bit easier to blend out this color. But I mean, like, it's not terrible that I'm having to do this. I'm not gonna die. It does make the color a little bit more pigmented, so I love it. I'm already excited for the rest of this. There's our peachy shade. I actually love it. Like, I actually really like it. So now let's see what she does next.
Do a lot of eyeshadows and it's for fun. So now what I do, I got a little stuff on my nose. So what I'm gonna do now, usually after I do that, I go ahead and just do my eyelashes. Okay. Again, I'm pretty cheap. I don't have like a nice
I don't either.
Just one that I got from the mall. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna curl my lashes. After that, I'm gonna go in with my mascara, obviously, and go ahead and drench these lashes till they're really long.
Okay, so now she's doing mascara and her lashes. So I'm going to curl them first because that's what she did. I'm gonna go into my Clinique High Impact Mascara. It's so good. I feel like it gives me like a really natural mascara look. Of course, I'm getting mascara all over my eyelid. I remember when I saw so many people buying this mascara, and I was like, I don't understand, like, is it that good? And then I got it and I was like, this stuff's amazing. I didn't see her do her bottom lashes, so I'm not gonna do mine unless she tells me to. So I'm done with that, so let's move on and see what else she does.
Start on my face. So the first thing that I usually do is just get my foundation and start putting on my face foundation, which I use like a skinny little sponge to just pat it in. And I just, you know, not looking for full coverage, just looking to clear up a little bit of the discoloring in my face. And
Okay, so she does go in with like a light coverage foundation. I'm gonna use this one. This one's from Maybelline. This one's so good. It says it's full coverage, but I mean, like, you could just put like a little bit on your face like this and not have it squirt everywhere. And it would be like a really light coverage foundation. And what I'm gonna do just to spread it around, I do like to like take my flat brush and just rub it all around. Go with my sponge, because like, I love how she's doing this because we don't need like a lot of foundation. We just need to cover up this discoloration. Like around my mouth is darker, so I just need to cover that up. And I love how her like method is like less is more, because that's, you know, just how we're doing it nowadays. And I really like that. So alright, so I pretty much got all the foundation on, so now I'm going to see what she does next.
Then after that, I actually go in with my concealer again, and I usually only put it like right here in the corner. I kind of bring it down the nose a little bit.
Oh.
And then as well as like, I always want to lift my eyes, so I kind of go like this.
Interesting.
And that's usually the only places that I put it, just to brighten up like my eyes. I feel that they're a little bit small for me. I blend out my concealer and my eye.
Okay, so she just puts this basically like right here, like up, and then she drags it down her nose, and then she puts a little bit right here, which I think is a really good technique because we don't need a lot to cover up our whole under eyes. We just need a little bit. Especially if you're using like a full coverage foundation like I am, like you don't need like a whole bunch of it, because like I pack it on and I don't need to be doing that. So I'm just going to blend this out just like she did. So I blended out my concealer, and just that little bit went like a really long way. I'm really excited to see what's next.
I actually go in with my what's left of my little bitty contours, and
so it looks like cream.
I just kind of start contouring my face. I use my finger for this, and I just like suck in my cheek, and I never go like too far down. I just go like right here, and then I go up with it, and then I do the same on the other side.
Okay.
And then I go up.
Interesting technique. I've never used my fingers to blend out my cream contour.
I'm gonna blend it off camera, but with my nose, that's the other thing that I contour, and I actually like. Well, I did pull my nose down, and I didn't kind of rub it like through my nose lining. I don't really like that. And that like kind of gives me the idea of where I want to contour. Do that.
Okay. So she does her cream contour. I'm just gonna put some on my hand too, because I'm gonna be using my fingers. And I'm just gonna take my finger and kind of get some on my hand, and I'm just gonna put it where she put it. She put it like a little bit right here. Mine's a little bit more full coverage than hers. I'm gonna have to get her one of these because these are really good. And put like a little bit on my nose, and then I'm gonna wipe my finger up on this makeup wipe, and then just go back in and blend it out. I honestly feel like this is like a celebrity makeup routine. Like she's doing it like really fancy. It's like a good amount of makeup, but it doesn't look like a lot at all, which I'm like so into. I'm taking it down there, and I don't want to. I mess up everything. See, I put way too much on my nose. Just like really hard to blend it out with my finger because it takes like a really long time. Like this is taking me a while, and I don't like to take this much time. I like to just take my brush and just like swoop it all over my cheeks. And I'm trying to go like just where she told me to go, but it's really hard. I'm trying to stay in this general area.
Which I only use the cream for my cheeks and my nose just because I want to put more on it. But now that I'm looking at it, I kind of want to put some on my double chin. A little bit. And every once in a while, I like put my glasses back on so that
she wants to put some on her chin. So
I'm doing in the mirror from the far distance here. So, but after I do my contour, I actually go in with my concealer again. But I use it to kind of put a little bit right here to just sharpen the darkness, because I don't like to put too much powder on my face. I feel that it like brings out too much of my contour that I'm trying to put on. So now that I got that, I'm going to go like I'm gonna put like a little bit right here. And put like a little bit right there. Kind of drag it down just a little bit, but not too far because I don't want this part to be really not noticeable.
Second.
So then I just go in the same foundation thing and I just blend it out. And I don't want that too crazy.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just blend this out because I've been like kind of following along with her while she's doing it. So I'm just gonna take this and drag it along. I think I should have used a little bit more light coverage one because now like this is a lot. I'm gonna have to blend this out really well. I feel like that's too sharp of a line. Hers is not that sharp. I need to blend mine out with my finger. Does that look better? That looks okay. Yeah, if I ever do this again, I'm gonna have to do like a less full coverage one so it's not like all the products going everywhere. I'm kind of like rubbing it out. Ooh. Okay, I think that's good. So that's that slide and this is the slide. I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna move on now.
But once you clean that up a little bit,
okay,
you get your powder, which is what I'm gonna use. And I'm just
like
gonna
face
use
powder?
this regular contour.
Oh, contour.
And now it's time for me to take my glasses off. And then
I love her glasses.
These are shimmery a little bit, but I put it in there. And I don't try to do like this. I kind of use heavy, but not too heavy.
I'm gonna use my Bare Minerals.
Usually pat it up.
Pat it up?
Like this. I know my lips are funny, but it's okay.
It's
One
okay.
thing that I usually don't do is I don't bring my contour down here. Like I will put like probably right there, but I don't like to put too excessively down.
I try not to do that.
In school, but
I still do that, girl. Oh, she puts it on her forehead too.
And I actually only like do the sides.
Oh,
and then
dang it.
I really do on my double chin.
Okay.
Do that. Not too heavy though, because nobody wants a little orange neck. Okay, and then, but I always put this down usually, and then I get my finger, and I just kind of put a little bit on there, not too much. It might seem like a lot, but, and then I just contour my nose.
Doing her nose. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so she's doing her nose.
And just go on my contour.
That's a pretty good idea.
Just kind of pat it on the tips too. Okay, so then after that,
Alright, so I really liked that idea of like doing the nose contour like that because it gets it pretty precise. And I know a lot of people go back in and will like blend out that, but this gets it pretty precise. You just gotta rub with your fingers. I actually like that idea. I really like it. So let's just continue on to what's next.
it's all done. Almost done.
Okay.
I put blush on because I love blush.
Oh, blush.
Smile, and I just lift it up.
Aww. She looks so pretty smiling.
And then I always usually put some on my nose.
Okay.
And so then I usually just do that.
Okay.
And then
Alright, so I'm going to go with my blush. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics blush and I'm going to go into like this color right here because it's a pretty like peachy shade. It's not too pink. So I'm going to go in with that one. And I'm not going to do it that much because you can like, can't see hers like a lot. So I'm just going to like barely go in with mine. It'll be hard, guys, but we're going to do it. So I'm like doing the lightest taps. And she put a little bit on her nose. So like that. Alright, I think that looks pretty cute. I think it resembles hers, so let's continue.
honestly, that's kind of it.
Okay.
I don't really like lipstick. I would if I found the perfect shade for myself. But I never have, but I usually just take my chapstick, and that's really all I do.
Oh, her chapstick.
And the very last step out of all this is
Okay, so she does chapstick. She was talking about how she would wear lipstick if she found a perfect color, but she puts on her chapstick, which I've done that. I do that all the time. But I don't have chapstick in here, but I'm going to just use this lip balm from NARS just to put on as a chapstick. This has a tint to it, but it's not like crazy. So, I mean, it resembles, I feel like, a chapstick. So let's continue on.
Sorry, once again, and missed my face.
Okay, so she missed her face.
So this is my makeup look.
Okay, so that's the last thing she does is mist her face. So I'm gonna miss mine. And I think we're done. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope you really enjoyed this. I absolutely loved recreating this look. I feel like it looks just so beautiful, so simple, but you know, you still have makeup on. The only thing I would change is putting powder underneath my eyes because, girl, they be creasing and I don't like some creases. That's the only thing I would change. Like, honestly, just putting a little bit of powder on my eyes. Like, I don't even need powder down here. Like, I'd be fine. It's just under my eyes because I crease really bad. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys love watching me recreate my sister's makeup video. I loved it and I love seeing her makeup routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your thoughts and suggestions. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see more makeup content.